Hey y'all. Jess, you crazy. Hey y'all. Hey everybody. Yeah, we live cause trying to make a video about all that happened. Nah. Came running when I got the notification. Sorry it took so long, honey. When I tell y'all, we just woke up from a nap. Hey y'all. Make sure y'all give the video a thumbs up for your girl. Oh, thank you, Linda. Thank you, Sonya girl. Johnson, 1968 Johnson. Wow, my maiden name is Johnson. Okay, Nikki from Las Vegas. Hey, girl. Come on with it. I've been waiting. All right, y'all. So we got quite a few people here already. Let's go and get started because I don't want to keep y'all all night. I know it's kind of late. And like I said, me and hubby just woke up from a nap. We were up early today. We had to get a few things done that we didn't get done over the weekend. So, you know, we had to work some things out. But anyway, so the vendor event was great. It was over 65 vendors. I want to say we had about 72 vendors. That is the most that they have ever had at this event. It's usually around 30 to 40 vendors, and that's including the food trucks. So to have like 70 vendors, it was unbelievable. Like we were so far. Like they have this. It's a high school, so when you pull in the high school, you have the parking area, you have the front of the school, and then you have this whole open field on the side of the school or whatever. So that whole open field was basically where we was at. So get them, S. Marie. And Joni. Okay, so yeah, I see like 30 likes and like 80 people on here. Come on, y'all, hit your girl up. But anyway, we're all on this open field, and I was on the first row from the parking lot. I was on the second row. So basically, the first row was face me, and I was faced that section right there. So people, when they first came in, they would walk down our aisle, and then they would go on all the way to the back. Thankfully, I wasn't all the way in the back. Okay, that's first and foremost. And second, I was the first double booth that people came in contact with. So I had a double booth. So the regular size booth is 10 by 10. I had a double booth, which was like 30-ish. So it allowed me to put a 10 by 20 tent in my area, and I still had a few little extra little spots or whatever, or space in between each of the other two vendors on each side of me. So that allowed me to expand, and I've always booked a double booth, but I never fulfilled it because my crazy tail would just take one tent, and I got 2 10 by 10 tents. I just never like put 2 and 2 together, but I know they're 2 different brands, so therefore it was kind of pointless to take 2 of them because they really probably wouldn't have meshed up well with each other anyway. But I decided to take I ordered a 10 by 20 a while back. And I said, you know what, that's what I'm taking so I can have space. So that's why y'all saw like you were able to literally come in there and come right back out, and it was space for people to actually walk in and walk out. The only thing I hate about it was where I was facing, the sun was like directly on me. So my checkout stand was pretty much kind of like in the sun majority of the time. But my nephew and his wife came through and gave me an umbrella. So you had to improvise, okay? I had an umbrella. I was a little upset about the crate that I left here, but it's okay. Everybody, I felt every bit of the love y'all poured out to me that morning, or that day, period. And I got over it. I actually got other plans for that stuff, so it's all good. We're good. Let's see. I had to improvise on one of the tables because I didn't realize, I don't know what I was thinking, but one of my tables is 8 feet long, not 6. So my 6-foot fitted tablecloth was not going. So I had to, it stretched enough to go over the table, but thank God for Green Dot, okay? I snooped up and grabbed a few things on Green Dot when I ran to the dollar store to pick up some things. I was able, some told me to grab like a couple of them tablecloths at Dollar General on Green Dot sale. Well, it was already 50% off, and then apparently they was running an additional 50 on those too. So I was able to get some tablecloths for like $1 and some change. So I grabbed those buffalo plaid tablecloths real quick just to have some extra tablecloths, and they came in handy because I was able to drape them over one of the tables. So if you saw in that video, you saw like one of the tables was buffalo plaid. Yeah, thank you Dollar General, because you hooked your girl up. Okay. Just caught your line. Your setup was awesome. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I'm not reading y'all stuff. I'm trying to get everything out, then I go back and kind of like read comments. Okay. Because I don't want to keep y'all all night. So yeah, had to do the buffalo plaid thing to hide the stuff up on the table. I had extra merchandise under the table. I have stuff to replenish whatever was sold out. The sun was baking on the whole front of the tent, so the potpourri and all them bags, baby, they was sweating like it wasn't nothing. I had to crack them open a little bit, just so people could, just so the water wouldn't, like, stay in there or whatever. And then it also helped with people smelling them too. And when I tell y'all, everybody that walked past my booth was like, "Ooh, something smells good." And that kind of like what drew people in was when they smelled that potpourri at the front, the cinnamon and the orange and the apples and stuff. They smelled that and they was like, "Ooh, something smell good." So I was like, yeah, it's the potpourris right here. They're freshly made, trying to boost myself up. But I ended up selling quite a bit of them, which was great. And then once people came in, they were like, "Man, you have so many awesome things." I had a lot of returning customers. They were like, "Man, I was hoping you was going to be here because I was really wanting to come to your booth." And I was like, "Oh my God, I feel so special." But yeah, it was great. A lot of people remember me from the previous years and were like, "Man, I was waiting for you to be here because I really wanted to get some of your stuff. You always have nice things and things like that." So I felt really, 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 really great about that because I had quite a bit of returning customers from the previous years. And then what else happened? What didn't happen? Not just playing. It went by really, really smooth. The only thing that I think was a little off was the fact that it was so many vendors that people couldn't really choose who they wanted to shop with and where they wanted to go and how they wanted to go and stuff like that. So by it being like 30 or 40 of us, they didn't have so many options to shop with, which I'm not knocking other people from bringing their stuff out there and trying to sell and do what they do. But I think it's just the customers were really overwhelmed because they had to walk like 6 rows, literally 6 aisles they had to walk to get to everybody. So, it wasn't like they knew everything that was there. They had to just go and check it out. So, you had some sales, you didn't have some sales. Some people came through, then they walked out. I did have a lot of people looking for a lot of fall stuff. As far as like decor, home decor type stuff. So I was like, well, I'm sorry. Like, you got to get these gifts and, baby, unravel the gifts, take your little tiles out. I was like, I told one lady, I was like, yeah, it's the core stuff in these baskets. Like, for instance, you got this candle set. And I was talking myself into sales because some people was like, nah, I just want decor. And I'm like, this is decor. You just got to open it up. So anyway, I was like, you can buy it for yourself. It's okay. But some tips I want to give y'all, okay? My lifesaver machine, where is it at? It's my thermal printer. If y'all don't know what a thermal printer is, this is a thermal printer, okay? This does not require any ink. All it requires is you insert this paper, print off. Like, I went on Canva and I created some tags, because trying to put like the string tags on everything, especially the stuff that don't have like nowhere to put it at, was not an easy task, okay? By no means. So my thermal printer, something told me, I haven't used it since I bought it. But anyway, some told me to pull this thermal printer out and get it cracking, okay? So it has 4x6 sheets in here, and that's mainly for people that ship. This is the best thing to have if you're shipping, because all you got to do is print the shipping information out through this thermal printer instead of your actual printer, and you can just untake the piece off because it's sticky on the other side and just stick it straight on the package. So that's why I bought it, because I am trying to get into shipping at some point, okay? So anyway, my thermal printer came from Amazon. This is the brand. Y'all see that? This is the brand that I have. They come in several different colors. This is the back side. Hey, everybody that's coming on. 125, I only see 72 thumbs up. Come on, y'all, hit your girl up. Right, Chandra. Yeah. Lifesaver. As y'all can see, I wore this thing out because it was a full row on the back of here. Okay, now I'm gonna give y'all some examples of what it did. So I printed off, I went on Canva, and when you go into Canva, you're going to create designs. If you go to under create designs, you can pick the size. So I picked 4x6. So that gave me the 4x6 space. And then I worked whatever design I wanted to work in between that space. So I was able to print off these tags, and I print off 2 to a page. So I pulled this design out of Canva, and then I downsized it to fit where it was double the label. And then all I did was just took my cutter and I cut it, and made it into these small little shapes. Now what they did was it allowed me to price my potpourri bags and stuff like that. So this was so easy. Like, I didn't have to string nothing. All I had to do was basically take the sticker, take the back off, and pop that bad boy right on top of the potpourri bag. So it was easy just to set these out there just like that and go on by my business. Now it worked with these as well. So when I printed it off, I used the same design for everything. I didn't change up the design and do nothing. I printed off everything. I just changed the words and the price and popped that thing on there and went on by my business. Okay. So that helped. So like when people picked it up, they was like, oh. They picked it up and they was like, oh, okay. Holiday Spice Blend. That's what I called it. Holiday Spice Blend Potpourri. And then, of course, I always made sure I put my information, at least my company name, at the bottom of this. Okay. Now, I should have stuck one of my labels on back here, but I think I was so distraught from that morning, my mind wasn't thinking. But I did, however, make sure my name was here at the bottom. Just so they know, okay, Holiday Spice Blend Potpourri, Love Basket Express. That's who sold it to me, okay? Also, another thing that I did as well with the label printer is I made sure that I labeled every last one of my shopping bags. Now, this is the 4x6 piece. I wasn't trying to downsize that. I need you to clearly see where you got this stuff from, okay? So I made sure that The same label print was printed out and it was placed on every single size bag that I have. Now I have different sizes. I ordered my bags from Amazon, and I've been having these for quite some time because some of my stuff don't fit in bags. So I didn't have to use a bag every single event that I've had. So I still had a few, and I didn't have many bags left, but I worked with what I had. I still had a few bags left from the previous year. Well, I just ordered last year. I don't know why I'm talking about a long time ago. I ordered last year, and I used them last fall. And well, did I use them last fall? Nope, I used them last Christmas because I forgot them at the fall festival last year. So I used them last Christmas, and then I used them again this year. And I just went with whatever I had left. But I made sure that with my label machine, I went and I printed off all my information. And this is basically my company name, my phone number, my email address, my Facebook, and my Instagram. And then I put like the little dot design on there just to, add a little flavor to it, honey. Nothing serious. Also, I kept, because I had some smaller bags, just in case I need to give somebody like a super small bag for something small, I made sure I printed off some more small ones, just in case, you never know. So I brought them with me, just in case I needed to clip them and everything. And then, of course, I brought my labels with me as well, because everything, I told my husband and my stepson, I was like, anything you see on this table that don't have one of these labels on, put it on there. Okay? So we went through before it started, and I had my stepson on one table, my husband on another, and I was on the other side, and we was making sure everything had a label on it, because I do not want nothing sold where people don't remember where they got it from. Okay? They may want to order something else. They may want to, whatever it may be. They may want to do that. I also had this little sign at my desk. I mean, at my checkout stand, that had the little barcode stuff, and then I had like what I accepted, which was like Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, credit, debit, and did I put Zelle on there? I don't think I put Zelle on there, but I had all that on this particular thing. But as we were packing up, honey, I didn't lose all of them. They in my bag, but they fell off. So I think what I'm going to do is when I go back and redo this, I'm going to actually either hot glue them in or super glue them in so that they don't come out. So if this falls over, they don't come out or whatever. Because when I was packing up, I knocked it over and I picked it up and all the letters was gone. So this is a great thing to have, these little boards. Now I got these from the Dollar Tree a while back, and I also made some extra ones just to put my company name on there, and I need to glue these in too, but just to put my company name on there, and I just periodically set them throughout the table, just so people when they pass it through, they're like, okay, this Love Basket Express. Okay, this Love you gonna get the point that this is Love Basket Express. So anyway, that's what I had, and then these can hang as well, but I just use some of the little easels that you put on the table, and I just set it in there like that so people can see it. I'm trying to think, y'all, what else. I always make sure I put a flyer and a business card in each bag that I gave out. I had them up under my checkout stand. My email list is over there in that box, but it worked. All I did was instead of putting mine up there because my name is on my card, so I didn't want to make it obvious. So anyway, I put my husband's name and email address at first, so people know that, somebody actually signed up. They wouldn't feel, weird signing up for it. And I have 2 pages of emails. I'm super excited about that one. And they had no problems doing that. I was like, oh yeah, I need something for my coworkers and, Secret Santa gifts and stuff like that. So I was like, yes, we in there. So, I got all the emails. Who hosts your website? My website's down right now. I'm not sending anybody to a website. Okay, so how I take my orders, people either send it through Instagram or Facebook, or they reach out to me directly. All of my realtors send me their orders via text message. That's just how we communicate. Some may call, but most it's just a text message. Hey, I need a basket for blah, blah, blah day. And then they tell me what they want in it, whether it be home stuff, food stuff, or whatever. You know, they want, they love to travel. Okay, that's where we going. Or they got a family with 2 kids, but 3 and a 4-year-old. That's where we going. Or it's 2 of them and a dog. You know, that's how they send me their stuff, and they shoot it straight to me. Tell me what day, give me their budget, and that's how we roll. Even when I had a website, I would tell people they have to place the order through me. And that's just my personal thing, because I want that interaction, that personal interaction with people. I don't want them just clicking on something and being like, order, order, order. Now I'll get to that point, because right now I'm not able to ship anyway, so it's all good. So my website is down because I'm preparing it for the holidays. And I'm swapping out a whole lot of stuff, and I don't want people to like see half of it done, because it's not fully complete. So I put it down for a minute so I can replenish it, and then when probably next month. Yeah, probably next month is when I'll like the end of next month, I'll open it back up to rock and roll for the holidays. So do you suggest second phone line just for business? I use one. It's up to you. I'm one of them people, look, when I work by myself, I don't have time to be controlling so many different things. It's different if I was able to hire somebody and have them run certain things and stuff like that, then yeah. Or if I had like I don't want to say a secretary, but like, y'all know what I mean, like an assistant or something, then yeah, I'll probably have that person, like running the extended line or something like that. But it's just me. I can't keep up with all that stuff. So, but that's your own preference. How did your welcome sign turn out at the vegetable? Huh? How did your welcome signs turn out at the vegetable that you made? Vernell, you might have to shoot that to me again, baby girl. Make sure customers know your company name and how to get in touch with you. LBE placed a flyer in each bag. Yep, I had a bag I had a flyer in there. Business card, whichever one. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Oh, okay. So how did your welcome sign turn out at the festival? You talking about the big sign? Oh, it was great. It was painted black. I painted the trim white and the sign part black. And then I just took my Cricut machine and put my company name on the front of it, just so people can know when they come through who I was. I hope that's what you mean, Nicole. Oh, okay, Nicole. You try to correct. Okay. I'm like, what is going on? Let's see if I miss any more questions. That would be great for candles and other items that you can remove the original packaging to spice it up and make it match the theme of the basket. I love the thermal printer. You can get free labels from UPS that will fit right in the thermal printer. All right, Favorite Creations girl, you telling me something. Does it work with the Dymo label printer? Does what work with the Dymo thermal label printer? Canva? Yeah, you can print off Canva anywhere. Long as you got the printer connected to your computer, you should be able to print off anything anywhere. Especially from Canva. You can make your own design and print off everything you need. So for those y'all who have a thermal printer and don't have like price tags and stuff like that, you better make them with that thermal printer. That thermal printer is a lifesaver. I ain't gonna lie. It saved me quite a bit. Like, quite a bit. And I'm super glad that I had made that purchase a while back. Because I do want to get into shipping. So once I get to that point where I'm able to focus on that, I'll be good. Let's see. Let's make sure I ain't miss no more of y'all comments or questions. Sales were great. I did not sell out. And y'all, for those of y'all who saw my space, that was not even everything that I bought. That wasn't everything that I brought with me. I actually had I don't know, I have to ask my husband, but I had quite a bit of boxes still left on the truck, waiting just in case they needed to roll me out another box of merchandise. Okay. That's just my preference. Now, I'm not saying everybody has to do that. But that is my preference to have, because I know for a fact the last time I was there, and like I said, it was only 30 or 40 of us, my table was looking a little skimpy. And I said, you know what? And then sometimes that makes people pass by you, you know? And I said, nope. I have all this time to create. Even if I don't sell everything, I still have more festivals lined up. So I'm not stressing over it. But at the same time, I don't want to have an empty table if it gets to that point. So I brought extra stuff. Okay. Um, Angela, potpourri did really, really good. The potpourri is what drew everybody to the tent all together. I swear. The first thing they did was pick up a potpourri, whether it was this one or this. Now, I didn't sell out of them, but I don't have that many left. Um, all they did was pick it up, and they was like, first off, they walked past, and I was like, what is that? And I was like, either you're smelling this one, and one man was like, ooh, I need to get two of these. It was so funny, y'all. When you see people's face, when they like, I mean, that's all you can see was just like people just like smelling in the air, like, ooh, something smells great. And I was like, either you smelling this one or you smelling this one. I was like, this one is the fresh one with the fresh orange. I was talking it into folks, you know what I'm saying? And then I would like pull up. The good thing, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. Now this bag is straight, you know, because it's coming straight out the little piece right there. Um, the good thing about these bags right here, if like I put holes in the ones that was out there. And if you know, needed to bring it open for any reason, I love the fact that the self-sealed or the ones that come, you know, with the little sticky stuff on the back, that you can literally pull it out just like so. And all I had to do, because like I told y'all, some of them had like a little water built up because they was in the sun for a minute. So all I had to do was basically open it up like that, and it allowed the wind to come through. The wind was great. The weather was awesome. It was just the sun that was beaming directly in front of my tent, which was cooking me a little bit. But other than that, the wind felt great. So anyway, I did it like that. And then I think that's another thing, is the reason why people start smelling it even more, because I had cracked some of them open. And then I was like, well, yeah, you want to smell this? I said, just, and she was like, whoo, whoo. It was so funny. It was so funny how people were just like really engaged by this potpourri set. Did you do chocolate covered strawberries? No, Nessa, this was an outdoor event. 100 them things would have melted so fast. Took labels to Office Depot and printed out. Well, that's a good idea too. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, these labels that I got these off of Amazon. And you see how many you get in there, right? These came off of Amazon. And it is a lot in here. And I think you get 12 to a page. So you go on this website that they give you. And you can make your own little design and everything for free. And then basically you just print them out through that website. Of course, I think you got to set up the account or whatever. And then you just print out whatever you made on that website on your printer. Now, if you don't have a printer, yeah, Office Depot is a great option. But I would advise most people to invest in a printer, because it'll make your life so much easier, save you on gas, and also save you on time, because you can be printing them things out while you're washing dishes or cooking your meal or whatever you want to say, do whatever. So I do advise people to invest in printers. If you don't want to invest in a regular printer, invest in a label printer. I think it was like, I want to say this printer cost me like $60. Might have been cheaper than that. I can't remember, but it was well worth it. This was worth it. It was worth every penny. And I'm glad that I have that, because now from now on, that's all I'm gonna use. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I told y'all the leftover reefs that I had from the previous year. Baby, they was selling left and right. I was like, because I told you I'm trying to get rid of those. I used to do the deco mesh. I'm not gonna do those anymore. But I'm trying to get one down so I can show y'all. I still had a few left. This is what the deco mesh ones look like. These type of reefs. I've done these in the past a lot, but I'm done with doing those because I don't have time to focus on putting all them together. So I'm only going to do them by order if somebody else is ordering them. But I took them to get rid of them. I have 2, 4, 5, 6 left out of all the ones that I took. So that's great. So they were selling left and right. I sold quite a bit of those. I sold the potpourris. I sold, y'all know the little wax, the little wax things. Nessa, you was using one in one of your baskets the other day on one of your videos. The little wax thing that come in the box. It comes with the little, well, it's not the wax thing. It comes with the little oil burners. The ones with the tea light candles. They had the little faith and stuff quote on the front of them. Baby, they was flying. And then they also purchased the 3-pack of scented wax to go with it. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, I know some people suggested I put one of each scent in there. Nah. I'm glad I put the whole 3 of the same scent in there, because that's what I had the 4 testers out front, and people were picking them up and smelling them, and whichever scent they wanted, that's the scent they went with. Now, had I mixed some of them with one of each, they probably wouldn't have bought the extra package of scented wax. I mean, if you have those, that's your preference, but I put 3 of each together of the same kind, because if somebody liked a certain scent, that's what I wanted them to, purchase. So not only they purchased the 3-pack with the burner, but they purchased the additional 3-pack separate to go with that as well. And then some people just bought the wax melts, like a couple packs of the wax melts. So it worked out great. But yeah, like I said, I didn't sell out, and I'm not worried about it, because that kind of takes a little stress off of me for the next couple events. But I know I'm probably going to have to make a whole lot more going into Christmas, and then going into, of course, next year, Valentine's Day. So it was great. It was really, really great. Cheaper to create than take to Office Depot to print. Color printing ink is expensive and doesn't last long. I can get 12 labels a page printed for 62 cents. Take the whole box. Now, Janine, now I'm going to tell you, if you invest, now this is what you want to do. If you invest in the ink? I'm trying to think of that printer I got upstairs. It's Epson. I paid, was it 100? I want to say I paid like $100 for that printer. I caught it on sale at Office Depot. It was either Office Depot or Staples. One of them stores. I caught it on sale. It's the one that has the bottles of ink. That lasts a whole lot longer than those cartridges. I do have one up there, a Canon that takes the cartridges, and it cost me $50 for a package, a box of those. No, $60 for a box of those to refill that. But my Epson is the one that got the bottles where you refill it like that. Oh, you just keep printing. No problems. Just keep printing. And it already comes with the a set of the bottles when you get the printer. It comes in the price. And then once you just keep printing, you just keep printing. Like they got some big old tanks on them things. But you still, even though if you squeezing that stuff in there, like you can print so much with that. So I would kind of check into that, because you got to remember, you're paying 62 cents a page, but you're also paying for your gas to get there. And if most people like me don't live near none of their places, so I got to drive a distance just to go to them type of stores. But like I said, that's everybody's own preference. Yeah, the eco tank, that's what it is. The Epsom Eco Tank. That's what I have. And you just squeeze a little ink in there, baby, and they come with some bottles about this big. It works great. When is my next event? So I have one on the 28th. I got invited to two more events too from two women that were there at the thing. They were like, "Oh, we would love to have you because we don't have nobody like you." Yeah, no, nobody's like me. I'm a gift shop. Nobody does gift shops at the vending events. But anyway, she was like, "Yeah, we would like to have you at our vending event." So I got invited to one in November, and actually one next month. So I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna go to them. But I already have one for the 28th where I'm giving treats out to the kids for Halloween. What about the cup shoot guy from the Dollar Tree? Did they do? The cups, they didn't really like go. And I'm thinking because with the way I decorated those are kind of more catered to Christmas. And like I said, a lot of people are looking for like fall stuff. I had a lady comment and she was like, "Ooh, I see your fall stuff." She's like, "I was just looking for a few more things." She's like, "I see you have like a lot of Christmas stuff out," but they weren't really like shopping for Christmas stuff. I had a few people pick up some stuff for Christmas gifts. I had a few people pick up some stuff for birthday gifts. So that's why it's very, 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 very important that you not only do like the holiday stuff, but you also have some stuff out there just for regular sales. How much are the bottles of ink? That is a good question. See, I don't print a lot, so I still use the same ones it came with. But I think you can find them at a reasonable price either on HP. I mean not HP, but Amazon. At a reasonable price to for the ink or whatever. But you do the whole box of labels at a time? No. I only print whenever I need some more. I don't have that whole thing and I fool. And I actually use some of them labels as a as price tags because I needed the sticker. For the wax melts, the 3-pack wax melts, the extra packs I had. I forgot to put prices on those, and I didn't print none off on my thermal printer and forgot all about it, so I had to think quick on my feet to put a price on it because I didn't want nobody to ask me for prices. So I grabbed a pack of them, and I'm glad I brought the whole case. I grabbed a pack of the empty ones, and I just wrote the price on it with one of my Sharpies and stuck it to the back of them wax melts. I have HP and I wrote in their ink program, which ships me my ink before it runs out. That's a good idea. I haven't ran out a lot of ink, so I can't really speak on that. My printer collecting does. Yeah, same here because I don't use it every day, so it just I don't run out of ink like that. I don't have to use it every day. I'm going to have to get another converter. Oh no, I missed 34 minutes of this live. Oh, it's okay. We're just going over the event. What about the cup? Okay, I already read that one. Okay, so oh, the Squishmallows. Oh, the Squishmallows. Baby, them kids. Oh, it was such a blessing. Soon as they came around, they was like, "Mom, look. Mom, look." And plus, okay, so I don't know if y'all seen thank you, Driven. I don't know if y'all seen the video of my setup on the kids' table. As y'all can see, it was only one crate there. That's because the other crate that I left here with the other gifts, it was one of the crates that's supposed to go on the kids' table. So, with that said, I couldn't like set it up the way I had to. Let me tell y'all something. When you do these events, nothing really flows the way, like in most cases, it flows somewhat according to the way you set it up. But just be prepared, okay? Be prepared. Because it's always going to either be something you left, something you forgot to do, something that, and I had a checklist and everything, y'all. And then the crazy thing about it is the crate that I left here, I literally walked past it twice. It was right there next to all of my bags. I picked up the bags and I said I'm gonna have to come back and get it because I didn't have enough hands. My stepson was already taking something out. My husband was out there with the truck, grabbing the stuff that we was bringing out there to put the last minute stuff on the truck. And I came back in this house, y'all. Looked at that crate, went in the kitchen, grabbed my water bottle that I left, and came right back from the kitchen and still walked past that crate. So just be prepared. There's going to be some times you're going to have to improvise. There's going to be some times where you're going to have to just, I have the HP printer and I have the Insta Ink. Yeah. You just got to figure out which one works for you, because I'm telling you, them printers will save you some money. Like, for real, save you some money. But yeah, just be ready to improvise and be ready to just, go with the flow. Make sure you take extra tablecloths. Make sure you take tape, string, markers, like permanent markers, preferably black. Because if you have to write in a price on something or something like that, go for it. Make sure you have a battery pack. You already know your girl played her music. Baby, we can't work in silence. I don't work in silence. So I had to have my music going, okay? I just couldn't do it. And the people next to me, they were like, "Oh, can you turn it up?" I had Michael Jackson going, y'all. When I tell y'all, during the slow times, baby, we was out there dancing, grooving. We're not gonna have, no area is gonna be lame and boring around me, okay? Y'all should know how LBE roll. I cannot. I got to keep myself motivated, because when it was slow. Like, very slow. Like, it was slow for like 10, 15 minutes. And then like another crowd showed up. It was so many people out there. And I'm not talking about vendors. I'm talking about like actual shoppers, to the point where these people, there was no parking space. They had to park in the grass. Now we're talking about a high school parking lot. So y'all think how big a high school parking lot is. And then people had to start parking in the grass because there was no space for everybody else to park anymore. So that's how busy it was. Like, it was really, really busy. But not every customer is your customer. So remember that. Don't expect every person to stop at your booth. Expect some people to just keep on walking. That's not what they're here for. They're here for like either the homemade stuff, or for instance, there was the lady across from me was making the freeze-dry candy. Ooh, when I tell you, them kids was flocking to her booth. She sold out before the thing was even over. Now, the only thing I didn't like about what she did was she had 2 tables, okay? All the freeze-dry candy, going all the way around the tables. Packed, loaded. By the time, I want to say 12:30-ish, 1 o'clock. Now, this thing started at 10. By the time 12:30, 1 o'clock, I want to say it was like 1 o'clock came around, she was down to 1 table, okay? She kept selling. Then she got down to kind of like a half a table. So instead of her leaving her candy out there and continue to sell until the very end, she started packing up. They clearly tell you, y'all, please, 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 please. If you do events, please stay until the very end. I don't care if it was a lame event. I don't care if it didn't flow right. I don't care if it just wasn't great. Please have the common courtesy to stay the entire event. Please do not pack up your booths or your tables. This is coming from a person that does booths. Do not pack up your stuff. Because one, I'm gonna tell you some reasons why you shouldn't do this. One, if you pack up your stuff, it's gonna make all the customers that's still coming in think, "Oh, it's over." No, you hurting sales for everybody else. Okay? Just because your sales didn't go great, or just because they went really great and you don't hardly have nothing left, keep yourself there. Because you make it hard for the rest of the vendors, and it's not fair, because everybody paid their hard-earned money to attend this festival. And we don't deserve that you blocking some customers because they thinking it's over because you packing up. So, because like while she was packing up, I had some customers stop in my booth and they bought some stuff and they was like, "Wait, is it almost over?" And I was like, "No, we still got like 2 hours left. What is this lady doing?" I was like, "No, ma'am. It's 6 rows. Go on and shop till you drop. You got 2 hours left. Go on and shop till you drop." She's like, "Oh, okay." She's, "I just saw her packing up. I thought it was over." I was like, oh my God. I was like, no, ma'am, it's not over. Shop till you drop. There's so many wonderful vendors out here. Thank you so much for your purchase. You know, just keep on going. Y'all, please don't pack your stuff up. That's so, it's so. And then the crazy thing about it is she packing up. These two little boys come around the corner telling their parents to come on, come on, come on. Because they was trying to get some candy from them. Well, ain't no candy on the tables. You should have saw this little boy's face. It's like his heart just sunk when he saw that candy was gone. And he was like, see, I told you guys to come on. Like, he was really, really distraught. And that's where I mean, like, you don't know how many more sales you're going to get. Keep your stuff on the table. Just hang in there. It wasn't like she was in the sun. They had a nice little tent area. The wind was blowing. The breeze was great. Like, what you rushing for? You signed up to stay here to 3 o'clock. Stay here to 3 o'clock. You only had a couple more hours. Y'all could have went and got a ice coney thing or something and just chilled over there and just wait for people to come to you. That little boy was almost in tears. But luckily, she came around the corner from the truck and was like, y'all looking for candy? And the little boy was like, yeah. So the people had to walk to their truck so that she can show them what she had left. I was like, Lord, this is a mess. But not the down talker, nothing like that, because she did great. She's pretty much sold out. But it's just the point, like, don't take down your boots, y'all. Don't take down your boots. Hang in there to the end, because the thing about it is, if you sold out or sold most of your stuff, they're not going to invite you again because you broke the rules. The rules is you do not break down until the end of the event. They will not let you back the following year if you break down your booth before it ends. I'm just going to put that out there for y'all. You know, just it was crazy. But my very first festival ever is this Saturday. I'm going to be a fall fest at church. Well, we will be inside. Ooh, you so lucky. The inside ones are the best. Church events, I'm gonna tell y'all, okay. Church events, school events, indoor like marketplace type places. Them like the 3 that I would say go for if you run into some. Now I personally don't spend no more than $60 to set up. If it's more than $60, baby, you better be coming with a long list of pictures and everything else that happened the previous year, so I can convince myself that that's worth more than $60. Because some of these people, like I got one guy, he reaches out to me. It's one of the markets down here. $350. I wish the devil would. You can't guarantee me at least. I got to make, man, when I tell you everything I have plus some, because I'm already dishing out $350, and then I gotta pay for a truck. Nah, the devil is a lie. I'm not about that life. Now if it's like a 3-day event or something like that, then I may consider $100 or whatever. But I don't pay no more than $60. This last event was $45 to set up for a double booth. That's why I say go to the schools, because they really, really reasonable price. The one in December that I got, $40. That one's $40, and I got a whole hallway. I'm not paying more than $60, okay? We lose our deposit if we break down, even if we sold out. See, we don't have a deposit. We just pay whatever the fee is, and that fee goes to the school. So, like, this one was at Portland, Tennessee, in Portland High School. It went to the band. The band is what hosts these events. So they do this every year to help raise money for the band. All the alumni is what host this. They host the event there, and they help that money go to the band to help the band. That's a no. A lot of the events I do here in Florida, yes, it's always in the rules. Do not pack up early. Yeah, you don't pack up early. It was only $35 to set up. Them the best ones. Test the waters with the cheap ones. I'm telling y'all, test the waters with the cheap ones just for your first time. Don't be expecting a major outcome, but be prepared. That's what I'm going to tell y'all. Like I said, I didn't sell out. Right, $75. I even take the $75, but I'm not going no further than that. I'm sorry. The grab bags did really, really good, Angela. I didn't sell them all, but they did really, really good. this one little girl, she was like, oh, it was so much stuff in there. I had to share with my little sister. I'm telling you, the kids came running back to me, y'all. Like, I love it when they tell me how their experience is with anything I sell them or anything that they get from my table, like their parents buy or whatever. They'll come back, and this little girl, she bought one of her own, and she was like, she was telling me, she was like, it was so much stuff in there. I'm going to have to share it with my little sister, but I really liked it. It was really, really good. I was like, okay, cool. You know, as long as you liked it. I like to get some little reviews from these people, from the people and the kids. You know, tell me what you think about the stuff, because I don't like no bad sales. You know what I'm saying? My mother used to do baskets shortly before she died. I currently do greeting cards. It would have been great if she could have met someone like you. Oh, I hope you're doing great with your greeting cards. Hey, Monica. I have one coming up in November. You're absolutely right. I always stay until the end. If I sell or not, that's what you sign up for. Exactly. You don't break down. Ooh, my first one is $150. It's okay, Sonya. If that's, the thing about it is, I will invest that much, but I have to do my research on the event. Like, I don't want this to be your first one that you did or you starting, or I want to be able to know that it was, people there, and, people like to update their Facebook pages with, like the previous year and what was sold and how great it was. And, you can kind of look it up and read the comments on it, Google the event. You know what I'm saying? Look up, do your research on your events, because the last thing you want to do is just sign up for one just to try to make some money. This is not look, sign up for events is not just for making money. It's for getting you clientele. This is how, another way you can get yourself out there and let the world know that you're here. That's the main goal in vendor events. The second goal is, yes, let's make some dough. Okay, we all want to make the money. That's the second goal. The third goal is like I told y'all, I created that email list. I found a free printable, printed it off. Well, I put my information in it at first. And I think I used one from Canva. I got on Canva and I typed in email checklist or something like that, and I found a free one. Put my information in, my company name and everything at the top, and I had it where it says email, phone. It says name, phone, and email, and I put on next to the phone, optional. I don't need your phone number. We'll get your phone number when you place your order, or when you, whatever, when we discuss things. But right now, we're going to work the emails out just so I can shoot you these flyers. So I was able to get at least 2 pages of emails, addresses, and I take it. I take it all day long. Because when I send you that good old holiday flyer and you can get ready to rock and roll and get all your co-worker gifts, your Secret Santa gifts, your all this type of gifts, you're going to be ready to go. So I ain't got to worry about nothing. All I do is just get your order and we get it to you. Okay? So those are your main goals. Yes, you want to make money. But do not go with the expectations of selling everything, or with the expectations of making a whole lot of money. Please don't let that be your focus. If that is your focus, please redirect your mind, because you don't want one-time customers. You want customers repeating over and over and over again. So please stay focused on that. Make sure you have an email checklist. Offer, some people say you can offer a free gift for signing up. I didn't offer nothing. And I brought like some little Christmas cards or something that I was going to I put them in a little envelope, make them look all nice and fancy. I was like, I'm going to get them out. But I was like, nope, I'm going to wait till Christmas to give those out. So I'm just like, hey, would you like to sign up for my new holiday? And people were excited to sign up because they saw everything that I had to offer, and they knew that, this catalog is going to be great because I can give it to my boss, his boss, they boss. I can give it to my coworker, they coworker, this coworker. You know what I'm saying? I can give it to my mama, my daddy, my uncle. Pass the flyer along, okay? So make sure that is what you focus on, getting more clientele. That's number 1. Let people know you're here. I'm gonna tell you what I said when people came up to, welcome to my gift shop is what I said. I didn't say welcome to Love Basket Express. They can see that everywhere. Welcome to my gift shop. So when they go back and tell their coworkers, yeah, I went to this festival and there was an actual gift shop out there. And they were like, what was it called? Oh, I got the card. Oh, wait a minute, let me look at my bag. Whatever they saw had my name on it regardless. So they knew where it came from. But I just want them to spread the word. There was a gift shop out there. And she's local. She's just in Nashville. There's a gift shop out there. There's a gift shop out. You know what I'm saying? I make the experience. Okay? Make people remember you. Okay? Do you do Christmas street sales? I will this year. I already set it on my calendar what days I'm going to go out. I will be out Small Business Saturday, which is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Y'all can sit down and eat your leftover turkey if you want to, but I'm gonna be getting my gravy down the street, okay? I can eat that gravy when I come back. I'm going to go get my gravy for Small Business Saturday. So that's the Saturday after Thanksgiving, not Black Friday, the next day. So do your Black Friday shopping, but on that Saturday, get your butt on the streets if you're able to get out there. Like, I know some people can't go out, but if you're able to go out, I advise you to get out there. And I advise everybody to please invest in a tent. If you have it, spend it. Okay? My small tents came from Academy Sports. Now you can get some at Walmart and places like that, but I went to Academy Sports because one, Academy Sports always run the sale on them tents. And two, they only cost me $40. If you got $40 to spend on lunch, eating out for a week, take that $40 and go get you a tent. Please. I'm telling y'all, tents will save your life. Okay? If it's snowing outside, guess what? You got a roof over your stuff. All you gotta do is bring you like a little portable heater or something, some hot cocoa, thermos with some hot cocoa. I'm hitting the streets. You know, if it ain't like an ice storm, if people can't drive, you know, if the roads is clear and people can drive, I'm gonna make it do what it do. Now, like I said, lucky for me, my spot is literally down the street from my house. I don't have to drive far, like I used to. I actually got permission to go down there anytime I feel like it, which is great. For those of y'all who have to drive a little bit distance, hey, if you're able to do it, do it. If you're not, you know, if you want to just go outside your driveway and just use your driveway, you know, if you live in a nice, well, not a nice neighborhood, but if you live in a neighborhood where people like, you know, commute back and forth, like they commute back and forth on my street too, but I don't have sidewalks. And these people drive crazy. I could put it in the front yard all day long, but these people drive crazy. So I would prefer just to be at a location where people can actually pull in and not have to worry about getting hit coming in out my driveway, you know, with so many people, whatever. And then plus I don't want a whole lot of people parking in my front yard, especially if it's wet on the ground. So it's easier just to go on the concrete down the street in that open lot that he has down there and just make it do what it do. But yeah, if it's not extremely cold, which in Tennessee it don't get like some places. Now when we go into like maybe the new year in February, like I might have to question that a little bit. But by the time Valentine's Day get here, we don't really have that much. Like it's cold, but it ain't like drowning cold. So I'm just gonna play the weather by ear. But as long as the weather's great, I'm out there. I'm going to be in touch. I'm going to be in 1-to-1 with $35, and then there's another $5. Yeah. Even that one, I'd be like, let me talk to the kid in the background. What happened? What are y'all talking about? Oh man. I noticed the prices of these vendor events here went up to $100 and up. Last year they was $45 to $75. Food truck vendors have to pay $200. My Lord. I mean, if you think it's worth it, if you've attended it before and you know you rocked it out, I mean, you can, hey, ain't nothing with a little faith, you know, if you want to do, and then you don't have to do a whole lot. Don't go doing a whole lot, y'all. I do, really, I usually only do 2 a year, and I actually slid in a third one. But normally I just do like 2 a year. I don't have time to be doing all these events. Because y'all know Valentine's Day and everything's right around the corner, and baby, you ain't got time to be sitting out there. That's why I said I'm going to hit the streets versus, you know, always going to each event. I'm going to be out in the streets at least 2 or 3 times before Christmas get here. I did an event in the apartment complex and did very good. Okay, good. Hey, y'all got, look, you got to just pick and choose. Do your research, like I said, pick and choose, and you better rock it out. Yes, I looked up other events and they were $100 and up. Do you do? Oh, you already read that. I did a vendor shop, spent $70 and did not get one sale. Okay, now as far as you not getting one sale, how many email addresses did you get from customers? How many business cards or flyers did you pass out during that event? Um, like the one I'm doing in October, it's not a sale event. It's a promoting your marketing, basically your company and letting people know what you do. But it's also just a trick or treat type event. It's like you giving candy out to the kids in the neighborhood. It's like a community thing. And he just wants us to be out there, set up a table, let people know what we do, pass out business cards, flyers, stuff like that. So guess what? I'm gonna be having my email checklist and my business cards and my flyers and all them doggone marshmallows I got for a penny. All the marshmallows I got for a penny Dollar General. So, because that's gonna be that candy, okay? Um, but yeah, so look at those type events, the ones you didn't sell at. Now, if you didn't sell because it wasn't nobody showing up, then that's a living lesson learned, because I've been there and done it. Honey, I did one at some library or something over here. I'm like, oh, it's a great event, blah, blah, blah. And we were all set up inside the gym, girl. I mean, we was fat in there. And it had like maybe 20 people come in that building. I was like, baby, did you promote this right? I'm like, we ain't even off the road. Like, we in a well-known area and everything. Like, this is a busy area. What kind of promotions did you do for this event? Like, I feel like the lady just didn't promote it well. And I mean, lucky for me, it was only $25, so I didn't really lose out too much. But I was expecting to do something, like anything. um, let's see. Hey sis, your setup was so beautiful. I have an extra week to do more. My event was canceled due to storms and flooding and rain all day and night in New Jersey. So it would be this Saturday coming up. Baby, get ready to rock it, because if it was canceled, I know it's a whole lot of people waiting to get in that bad boy. So get ready to get and y'all please wear comfortable shoes. If you all have any like standing mats or anything that you use, whether it be at work, because I used to use a standing mat at work because we had stand-up desks. Thank the Lord. So if your job is well equipped to where y'all have stand-up desks, if you have a stand-up mat, I advise you to take that mat with you. When I left that job, my standing mat came with me because I paid for it anyway. So I got that standing mat on Amazon. It's really, really thick. That is what I was standing on, because, baby, if not, honey, standing on straight concrete or the ground or something, and then you don't sit down. You do not sit down. You may sit down, health-wise, if you have to, health-wise, just put your seat there, but please try to stand up as much as you possibly can, because you do not sit down and just watch people pass by your booth. When people was passing by, hey, how you doing? My name is, blah, 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 blah. Hey, how you doing? Like, I didn't harass them. I stayed in place, but I still spoke as they walked past me. When you see my smile and my personality, most cases that'll bring people right on in. Right on in. Come on in. Come on in to my gift shop. Welcome to my gift shop. How you doing today? And I left it at that. I didn't ask them, oh, did you need help with anything? I watched. And as I saw them, either they turned to me and looked like they want to ask a question. Did you have a question? Oh, okay. And then if they bought something, they bought something. They didn't. It's just how it rolled. But most people that didn't, I was like, hey, if you didn't see anything here today, feel free to sign up for my email list, and I will send out a holiday catalog so you can pick and choose, if there's something on there that you may be interested in. Oh, okay, sure. Hello, take your turkey sandwich for lunch. Yep, that too. Now, y'all, I went to bed at like 10 o'clock, which was fine. It still gave me like 6 hours of sleep, so I was still well rested. But when I got up that morning, so much was on my mind that I didn't even fix us no lunch, which it's okay. I still brought us like our snacks and stuff. So we were able to still get through. I personally didn't eat a lot at all yesterday. Because when your adrenaline is going, it's like you pumped, and you got to get set up and everything. And so like my husband stayed on the U-Haul truck when we first pulled up, it was only like 2 or 3 people out there setting up when we first put up. Like the whole field was empty. So we got there at like 6:45, I want to say, which was great timing because they let us in at 6:30. So we was only like 15 minutes behind. And then we got there, and my husband stayed on the truck. My stepson, well, we got the tent and everything set up first. Then my husband went to the truck. And as I was calling out stuff, my stepson was rolling it on my cart over to where I was at. And because we set up the tents, the tablecloths, we got all that set up, and all I did was just bringing stuff out. And so as they was bringing stuff out, I was like, "Give me the hay bales," and they brought the hay bales. Give me the pine cones. They brought, that was just, it was like a little, little combination or whatever. So as he was bringing stuff out, I was setting stuff up, and then I was sliding a few boxes up under the tables that I wanted to keep out there, and things like that. But it was like a little rotation thing we had going on. Thank God my stepson said, "Oh yeah, I want to go," because if not, it'd just been me and my husband, and we was already tired. So. We made it do what it do. Let's see. I got sort of disheartened about a month ago. Set up all my stuff. No one sold anything there except the food table. No one showed up. It was at a church. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you something. That's why I said don't go to these vendor events expecting to just sell. And also, like I said, do your research before you sign up. Not saying there's nothing wrong with that. Y'all been there and done that. I've been to events where nobody, like I told y'all, that library, nobody. I've done one outside, nobody. Like people came through, but it was like not happening. It's just a learning experience. That's why I picked the one that I went to yesterday. I've been already 4 times. The one I'm going in December, this is gonna be my 3rd time to that one because I never knew anything about it first. And so this is gonna be my 3rd time to that one. So that's what I'm saying. Like when you find your ones, stick with them because they gonna make it do what it do. Okay. Let's see. No one had sales. There were about 30 vendors, and only freeze-dried candy had sales. Yeah, freeze-dried candy, baby, look, if you don't have no business, that might be one you want to invest in. Because, baby, them kids be flocking to that table. When I tell you them kids was, ooh, they was like, mama. You can't go wrong with the candy. You can't go wrong with the candy. My nephew tears that candy up. Find a corner and have your own event for free. I used to try hit the major events in town, but these fees have gotten ridiculous. Yeah, if you're in an area where the fees are just out of this world, don't sign up for them. Unless, like me personally, if you want to charge me $200 and it's a 3-day event and I know it's really popular, I'm going to pay $200 for 3 days. Because you're going to make way more in 3 days. If it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday event, I will be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay? And for $200, that's a great investment because you're going to probably make the $200 back the first day, especially if it's a popular event. That's what I'm saying. If it's a very, very popular event, now if it's just $200 for 1 day and you ain't never really heard of this event or, it don't, like, you Google it and you don't find nothing, it might not be the event you want to go to. Now, some of these events you can actually Google. And, baby, they got reviews and people showing pictures and everything else. And if it looked like it was popping, you might want to... Because I was looking for one of them. I was like, I know it's got to be some around here that are, like, off the chain. And I was looking for those, and I have yet not found them. But this one lady did give me a tip from one in Gallatin, Tennessee. That is on the main strip of that town. And she was like, she went her first time and sold out everything. And she was like, it's like the whole entire strip of the main street, like downtown Gallatin, Tennessee, it's just blocked off for vendors and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to look into that because I know the one coming up that she was talking about is in 2 weeks. I can't set up in 2 weeks. Well, I can't get there in 2 weeks because I'm pretty sure they already booked up and no other vendors can come in. So... but she did tell me to sign up for the waiting list because she said that's how she got in the last time. Somebody didn't show up. I mean, not show up. Somebody either said they weren't going to be able to make it or something like a couple days prior, and they called her or reached out to her and was like, hey, can you show up? Can you, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, yeah. And so she paid and she went and Just sold out everything. So I'm going to keep that event on my list to keep checking back with for next year, or for the spring one. She said there's one in spring too. That's really really great. Which is the same event. They just do it spring and fall. But she said check back for the spring one. So I may be interested in that one for spring. So yeah, just if it's something that's worth the while, like I said, if you Google it and it's like off the chain and popping, just think about it, pray about it, and if it's one you want to invest in, just do one. One. You don't have to do so many. Just do one. But make sure that you're taking advantage of everything that's there, though. Even the people that's over there at the freeze dry can, when they leave there, get them people your business card, or at least try to anyway. Don't harass them now, but try to get their attention. Hey, how you doing? If you need any gifts ever, throughout the entire year, this is what I do. I create custom gifts and gift baskets or whatever you create or whatever you do. Just talking into here's my card. Give me a call. Email me, whatever you want to do. Took me a while to get over that one. Yeah, it's don't get me wrong, Dana. It will drown you out, especially if it just didn't go well at all. It will drain you. But God is able. And there's a little living lesson learned. It's also a eye opener to get you motivated to find something that actually work for you. But like I said, don't go trying to do 5, 6, 7 of these doggone events. Y'all gonna wear yourself out. I just don't do it. I used to do it back in the day, so I'm telling you from experience. Don't do it. Try to be this event, this event, this event, this event. Like, you're gonna be tired. That's usually the problem promoting. I went to one that was very little. Yeah, I'm telling you, check the hold on, I done marked myself out of the doggone thing. Check the I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, the Facebook pages and all that stuff, to make sure that they even have anything legit on there. Because some people, like this one in Portland, she posted everywhere, and she constantly make updates, and she does highlights on their Facebook page. She'll highlight each vendor. She's highlighted mine. She's highlighted all the other vendors to let people know who all's gonna be there. And like I said, some of my repeat customers like, I saw you on the vendor highlights on their Facebook pages. So I knew I was coming because I wanted to come back to your booth and everything. So like, it was great. Like, I ain't got no complaints. I loved your husband and bonus son helped you. Honey, they helped with the arms and the muscles. And then they sat down. I love them though. Let's see. I think I missed some comments, y'all. I'm trying to catch up with all y'all comments. During Christmas, I've done nursing homes too, because some of the people can't get out to shop. So I've gotten permission to set up there, and they are free most times. That'll work too. That will work too. Sounds like it can really be fun when you have a team too. At the vendor events, yeah. Like I said, it was really me. But like I said, I had the muscles and the manpower. But as far as like actual selling and marketing and promoting and pushing everything that was out there, yeah, your girl. Like, if I had another person that was so as excited as I was, then yeah, it would have been great. You got it all together. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. I'm just giving you what I've learned over the years. Now, like I said, I could be missing some things. And I know a lot of people preach about don't put too much on your table, don't put too much out, don't do it. But I'm a gift shop. When you go into a gift shop, you don't see a whole lot of space. You see, like, especially if you got like a food set, you see all the gourmet snacks and crackers and chips and everything here. The chocolates here, the this is here, the that's here. You don't see a whole lot of space. So people have to understand that, every vendor's not going to be the same. But we as gift designers, we got to come with it, or we come with what we got. But make sure you got enough to fill your table, and make sure you have a little bit extra to refill the table, okay? You don't want to eat when you're in Vin mood. No, like it's hard. I took like 3 bites of my husband's barbecue, and I was like, I'm done. I drank so much water, and it was just ridiculous. Like, I'm so glad I packed like extra bottles of water. I packed these little flavor waters that we drink, the little sugar-free flavor water things that we drink. And I just threw them all in my big old cooler bag, and I was like, we gonna have to just flow with all these. Now my stepson did go and get me one of the little icy looking things with the little drink stuff on top or whatever, which was really, really good. It cooled me off because I was a little burnt. But other than that, it was just water all day. And I keep my water in my bottle. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, please invest in one or something like this. The little metal bottles or whatever that keeps your drink cold. Because, baby, this thing right here, my ice lasted so long. So as I was pouring more water in, which my water was still cold anyway, the water I put in there because I froze the bottles. So the water that I put in my cooler bag was still cold. But it's just a point. Like, this thing right here is a lifesaver, especially when you're outside in the heat. So please invest in these. If you have one, if you don't have one, get you one from Walmart or somewhere. Five Below, wherever. Get you a good one that you know will save your ice. That y'all can hear. My ice is still in here from earlier. Not the holiday catalog. Let's corporate Fortune 500. Go ahead, girl. Yeah. So I created a holiday catalog in Canva. What I do is I create the gifts. So some of these gifts that I have left over or did not put out or whatever, I don't know if y'all seen the video. If you haven't seen the video, I'm gonna have to figure out which one it is. What's the title? But it's the video where I showed you guys how I lay out stuff like on poster boards or on something to give it like a nice backdrop. I add a few pine cones and stuff, you know, a little floral piece picks or whatever to make it look cute or pretty or whatever you want to call it. And I take the photos just like that. And then I take that photo and I crop it down to a certain size to fit the 8x10 page on Canva. And I put each picture, and I put maybe like 5 or 6 pictures on the page, depending on how big the items are, the design of the items are. If they skinny, then I could probably fit like a little bit more. But I do that, and then I write the description of each one and the price. And then I turn the page, and I do the next page with a couple more pictures, and the description and the price. And then I turn the page on Canva, and I add a page on Canva, and I keep adding pages. I don't do no more than probably like 5 pages long. Maybe 6. And then what you can do is you saved it to your computer or your phone or whatever you're doing it on. And usually I do it from my phone, but I'm probably gonna do it from my computer. It's so much easier and bigger where I can type stuff out. But you do that from your computer, save it, and then you can basically take that entire flyer you saved and shoot it across all these emails and email it to everybody. So therefore, you sent them your holiday calendar. The first page is going to say your company name, all your contact information and all that stuff. And then you just put a few pictures down there on the front. At the bottom, maybe like 2 or 3 items, and put the description and everything. Or you can just leave the front page just blank and just use all your stuff. But I usually add like some pictures and some descriptions and prices at the bottom of some stuff. And then I turn the page or add a page, and then a whole page full of like, and I don't do it like straight in a row. I do like, wait, 1 picture here, the description, a picture here, description over here, 2 pictures here, description there, then maybe a picture over here in the corner, description there. And you want to crop it all down, and you can do all this through Canva. You just got to practice. You got to practice in Canva. Canva is a miracle worker. Okay. Actually, the catalog worked better than my website. And I guess it's because I really don't have time to just sit at this website. And, you know, I just shot the same pictures over to the website. And, you know, but I tell people, please order through me. And I tell them they can reach out to me via phone, text, or email. Yes, you can text your order to me. It's perfectly fine. I have no problems with that. And I think it's easier for most people, like especially my relatives, it's easy for them to text me their orders. Just like my insurance agent, when he wants to order, he texts me his order. So a lot of people send me their stuff through text. It's just easier for everybody. Everybody loves text messages. But I get a few emails here and there, but it's mainly text messages. Like the teacher from the school that I'm a vendor at, that I have my contract with, she texted me the other day for an order. So that works well. At the end of that pay, at the end of my catalog, I have a spot at the bottom that'll tell people that depending on how the inventory is, some of the items in the photos may be subject to change. Just to prepare them, just in case I run out of something before they place their order. Say for instance, if you had like 15 of these, and then somebody places their order for 15 of them, and you're like, okay, well, it may be subject to change. Say if I had something that was kind of similar, but I'm just saying, I'm using this as an example, and I'm like, well, it may be subject to change. Well, this is the other option that you have. Would you like to purchase these? That's what I'll offer when they call or reach out to me in regards to a particular item. I like it that way because when you got like the stuff on the website, it's like when you run out of something, you can't just automatically tell them, hey, don't worry, don't fret. I got something I can exchange it with, or, I got something I can work it out with, or whatever. Just reach out to me so we can talk person, one-on-one. So, that's how I carry my my holiday sales and stuff like that. It's through the catalog and then through messaging or phone calls or whatever you may want to do. My voicemail has my company information on it, and I leave it on there every day. If I ever or if anybody ever calls me, it'll say, if you are needing to place an order, please feel free to leave a detailed voicemail and we'll get back with you. Please leave a message if you want to place an order. So if I don't answer and you try to place an order, leave the voicemail. And that's what they normally do. And then when I get the voicemail, I'll call them back and say, hey, I got your voicemail. My name is Yelena with Love Baskets Express. My voicemail is pretty much my company voicemail. I don't have a personal voicemail. I just don't. I don't have a personal voicemail. It's company voicemail. So, people already know they calling the company. They don't know, oh, hey, this is Quisha, and I'm, nah. You have reached Yelena with Love Baskets Express. If you'd like to place an order, please leave a detailed message. So, technically, my personal phone is my work phone. It's more my work phone than my personal phone, really. Let's see. Because you have families. I'm going to take some of my books to sell them as well. Yeah, because so I'm assuming that most of y'all make baskets. I'm trying to keep up with everybody. I try to watch everybody's channel, your shorts, whatever I can do to help you boost your YouTube up. I try to watch it while I'm working. Thank y'all for continuing to put content out. Okay. I know y'all watch mine, but just know I watch yours too. Okay. Or at least I try to, especially while I'm working, because I need like something going. Sometimes the movies don't work, the music don't work. I just need some, I need something. So I go to everybody's page and try to watch some of your stuff. But if you have like if you have books and you own, you're doing the baskets and stuff like that. So like I said, we're a gift shop. Gift shop sell books. So basically just put some ribbon around that book and make it look like a gift. If you want to fix it up. That's just my suggestion. Or you can just put them out there like they are. It's just up to you. But I was just putting a little ribbon around, just a little simple, like white ribbon or whatever color the book is. Put a nice little bow around there, honey, and have them books advertised. Like put one out that doesn't have the ribbon on it so people can see what it is and everything, and then like have the other one stacked in the back. With a few bows on it or something, just to make them stand out some more if you want to. That's just my suggestion. You don't have to do it. I do cabarets when I'm the only vendor, especially wintertime, Valentine's Day, and Christmas. Maybe how do I set up a catalog to send to my customers? Canva. What I do is when I go into Canva, I type in Christmas. And I pick one of the simplest designs. Not nothing that's super extra, just in case I decide to print something off. I don't need to be using 12 million gallons of ink. Uh, so find the most simplest ones, but the most like look professional looking ones. So like you'll find a page that has like a little piece of garland in the corner and maybe a little piece of garland in the corner down here. Leave it at that. Because you want one with a design, but you want the design to be simple so you can fit a whole lot more on the page. Because the more design you got on the page, the less items you're gonna be able to fit on each page. So because when you make the first page, you got to click add a page or something like that on there. And then when you click that, it's going to add the same exact looking page. So you don't want something that has like a whole bunch of balls and bells and whistles and all this other stuff on there. You can even pick something as simple as something that has like a little Christmas tree in the corner. That'll work too. But pick one of the simple free designs. You don't have to sign up for Canva to make this happen. It's free. All free. Free 99. You can't tell me you can't do it. Just get in there and work it. And if you don't know how to use Canva, get in there now. Hit Canva tomorrow after work or whatever and just play around with it. The only way y'all gonna get to know how to do this stuff is you play around with it. Because I am not tech savvy. Now, I have worked with a lot of computers and stuff in my time because I used to be a manager at a pawn shop for 6 years back in the day. And we took in so many computers that half the people in there didn't know what to do with them. So I had to figure out there and play my way around with them to, get them ready for resale. But I'm not tech savvy. I just know how to do a few things. Okay. I just play around with it a little bit and, try to find my way through. And that's how I was able to produce my catalog last year and the year before last. And it worked. That catalog worked. It was so easy. It's so easy to have those designs already pre-ready to go. And then people just pick and choose. And if there's something on that that's not on that catalog and you still have something to offer, you can say, well, I have this as an option. Or I have this as an option. Because you can't put everything on there. It's just like a website. You can put everything on a website, but that's going to take you forever and a day. So, for those y'all who are just starting out, you don't want to have to sit here and do all that. So, the best thing to do is get you about 10 or 15 designs, throw it on the catalog, your best designs ever. Don't just put anything on there. Put your best designs ever on the catalog. And have it ready, looking nice and professional with a little design you pick from Canva. And then shoot it out to your folks. Pass it out. Go to companies and be like, hello, my name is such and such. This is my holiday catalog. If you all need any co-worker gifts, Secret Santa gifts, whatever, gifts for your boss, whatever, whoop de woo, feel free to give me a call. And you leave a couple business cards and you leave that catalog. And then when them people get ready to Christmas time, oh, y'all don't forget your Secret Santa gifts. Oh, shoot. Anybody got that catalog that lady dropped? I'm just giving y'all some scenarios. That's all the stuff that be playing in my head. So that's what makes me want to just keep giving my stuff out and let people know who I am. Okay. Let's see. I think she has a few videos showing on Canva. Yeah, I do have some videos on Canva. I'll probably do another one just to refresh. Just show you guys kind of what it looks like. I do have a video showing you what the catalog looked like, the one I did last year. So feel free to go back and look at that one. Yes, I have one book completed and working on a few more. Brenda, girl, I need to write me a book, honey. I wonder if people actually, if I wrote a book about myself, would y'all read it? Let's see. Make sure you ask questions before you sign up. Most new events don't do well only because you don't know if people are going to show up. Yep. Ask questions. Do your research. Check into them. And think to yourself, even though it's $25, is it worth my time? Because if they're not promoting it and they're not, it's just not going to work. And even if it's more than that, it's still not going to work if they're not promoting it like they should. Welcome to the live. Hit the like button. Thank you, S. Marie girl. My daughter does the candy coated fruit and she does pretty well with it. Yep, that's a very popular thing, Rhonda. Very popular. Very popular. I see that all over my social media. Let's see. Any advice for these vendor gifts to make? I make gifts and people always say it's cute but never buy any suggestions. Well, that's what they said about me. Inexpensive. And I don't mean $5, $10. Like I got the potpourris and stuff that's like Like these were $10. And the only reason why I charged 10 is because one, I added a couple cinnamon sticks, and two, um, those pine cones and stuff like that. Because y'all know these were the ones that were $1.25 at Walmart. I mean Walmart, Jesus Christ. $1.25 at Dollar Tree, and I just added in some extra stuff to give it more scent. So technically, you know, I only spent $1.25, and then for the bag, of course, y'all told I took probably less than 50 cents for the bag, but I charged $1 for it anyway. So basically $2.25. So when I added in the pine cones, which I told y'all the pine cones came from Michael's, the $10 grab box. So I had a big old box of them for $10. So I spent, God knows, less than whatever for them, because they was originally $5.99 a pack, and it was like, how many packs was in there? 30, 40? I don't know how many packs was in that big old box. So you know, I really spent nothing for the pine cones. So to sell these for $10 a piece, I mean, I spent $10 for one box. Think about it. So I already made my money back off of one grab box. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool to be able to just, you know, sell this for $10. And then like these, same example, these are the same pine cones. And then of course I paid for the oranges and the apples. And I'm using the same cinnamon sticks that I filled those with, because my cinnamon, I got the big thing of cinnamon sticks. Told you I buy things in large quantities. And then what else did I add in here? Not allspice. Yeah, allspice and cloves. But when you get the bag, you only put 3 or 4, you know, sprinkles of it, and you don't mix a whole lot in there. Because them scents are strong. But yeah, mix that in there, and then add a little bay leaves, which wasn't really nothing either, because they're pretty cheap. So again, $15 took care of pretty much the cost of everything else. So you just got to think logically about your prices. What else could I tell you about a price? Let me think. I'm trying to think. What is that on there? Like the grab bags, I sold them for $8. Let's rock and roll, you know. I did take them up. I think last year I sold them for, the ones I had last year were $3, but I used the little paper bags from the Dollar Tree. You know, you get like 30 or 40 in the bag, maybe 50. I think 50. Yeah, I think it's 50 in a pack for $1.25 at Dollar Tree. Baby, if you want to make some grab bags, use them. If you got like just small stuff, use them, because that's what I used, and they fit the little cups in there too. But I just wanted to bring it up a little bit because I had some extra stuff that I could put in bags, so I sold them like that. And the good thing about them grab bags that I sold them or whatever, I can still sell them in my next events. What else? Because the candy stuff don't expire next year, so I'm good. The Squishmallows. The small ones were 10, the mediums were 15, and the large ones were 20. Now the large ones, usually the original price is like $30, I think. So I cut them $10 and the tax. Just give me $20. So those sold really, really well. Just anything, I suggest anything. Most of your stuff need to be $20 or less. That's just my personal advice. But you're not going to be able to please everybody with your gifts, so don't expect that. I love your short videos. Your gift baskets are beautiful. Oh, driven. I can't believe it's Sunday night already. LBE hugs to you, sweets. Let's see. I forgot too many. Wait, I missed something. It's Marie, girl. You are on it, girl. I love you, girl. I use Canva, but I pay because I make brochures, book covers, flyers. Oh yeah. Eventually, I'll pay for Canva eventually because it be some designs in there I really want to use and I can't use because they ain't free. But I was thinking about upgrading to it eventually. But right now, I'm just gonna keep rolling with the free ones. I make them do what it do, baby. That's what she is, the goat. Love some LBE. Don't want to miss a word. LOL. Let's see. Let me make sure I ain't missing nothing else. You also right. I would definitely read it. Oh yeah, I read my book. Write the book, LBE. All about baskets making by LBE. No, you know what I probably call it? The basket life. Either that or something like that. Like it's got to be something like something that when I read this, when I read the front of it, it just makes me laugh. So it'll be something like that. Uh, I will be in Canva tomorrow after I get my grandson off to school. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, play around with Canva. And then the good thing about Canva is whatever you put up there, guess what? You can delete. Did y'all know that? You can delete. So if you mess something up, just delete it and go back and do it again. And just keep going until you get it right. Um, what size is the bag again? Which bag? I got too many those upstairs from a year ago. Time to play. Write the book. Write the book. What's so well at your event? The squishmallows, my reefs, um, the what is them things? The wax, the little oil burner thingies that we got from Family Dollar for $1, and the wax melts on top. I remember I added 3 wax melts on top and it closing in as a gift set like that. I sold those for $10 a piece. Those sold really well. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? The little fall candles that I had. I made fall candles with the hand soap and the hand towels. Those sold. Um, I'm trying to think. I sold some of the blankets. This one girl was like, "Yeah, I got one that says this is my Hallmark watching blanket." I was like, "Girl, you just don't know. I'm about to put that on every last one of the blankets." But anyway, they still sold. So that was great. Um, and I sold them for $10. The 50-cent blankets that I put the little words on the bottom, they sold for $10. And I know y'all like, LB, you probably could have got like 20, 30. Nah, $10 is enough, honey. I only paid 50 cents for the blanket. It's okay. I got well worth what, and even at $5, like I said, I don't really charge like regular price for most things. It's just a simple blanket. It's a cheap, simple blanket. I mean, still good quality, but at the same time, I didn't use the more expensive ones. So just something nice, little simple gift that somebody could buy. So they flew, of course. The grab bags sold pretty good. Didn't sell out all of them, but they sold pretty good. I took quite a bit of those. I think I took like 20 of those. So I only have a few left. So they sold pretty good. Like I said, the Squishmallows flew. Trying to think what else I sold. I haven't even done an inventory check yet to see what I have left, like how many of each I have left. I did not get to put the soup bowl things out there, so I was like, it's fine. I can save them for Christmas. I ain't mad about it. Just didn't have no room. The thing is, if you sell out, you could always hand out flyers or get emails. Yep. And even if you don't sell out, you can still hand out flyers and get emails because that's the main thing you want to get anyway. I watch all your videos. Of course, I would buy and read your book. Oh, y'all so nice. How did I miss this live? Oh, girl, you just go back and watch, girl. It's okay. Oh, let's see. The book would definitely be a good idea. God, I hate when this thing jumps. Custom treat bags. Canva is a must for free. I haven't tried Canva, but I have it. All LBE, thank you. Least I can do. You helped me so much this first year in the basket business. Life in a basket. Hey, that's a good. But yeah, the basket life is probably what I go. Potpourri long bag. What is the size? Oh. What size bag was these? I did a video on these. There's a video on these. Go back and look at like the inexpensive Christmas gifts. That video stream, the Christmas in July stream. One of them videos has these in there. I would try to go back and look myself when I get off this live, but I cannot remember. I want to say these are. Can't be no more than about 6 by something. It's got to be 6 by something, because I'm thinking of down here. This has to be about 6. Yeah, it's got to be 6 by something. That these bags, but they are on the video. I did a video on these when I first made these, but I just basically took the small bag of the Dollar Tree ones and put them in the bigger bag to add me some pine cones and other stuff in there. Let's see. She didn't put Christmas means good sellers, niece and nephew gifts. I was just thinking about that. Write a book. LB, where did you get the black mystery bags? Or do they come in bulk? Yes, they came in bulk. I bought them 100 to a pack on Amazon. I did a video on the mystery bags. If you're making baskets, go and check the commercial stores and see what they are selling. They cannot compare with you are going to be selling. Don't be scared of your prices. Yeah, I believe me, every price that I put out, I had confidence in, because, and I wasn't trying to put it out just to make it cheap. You know, it's just, you have to be reasonable at the same time. And then like a lot of this stuff, a lot of my stuff personally for this event in general, I was trying to shake out of my inventory, because when you get to the point where you have stacks and stacks and stacks of stuff, you get to the point where you're trying to be like, okay, let me make something inexpensive that I can rock and roll, shake and bake. Because the last thing I want is to have stuff sitting here collecting dust. Now, if you do not have an abundance of inventory, you know, it's okay to add an extra $5 or $10 to what you're selling. Me personally, there was a lot of things that I was trying to basically get rid of, because as these next sales come up, I want to be able to get new things. And I don't want to get new things and stack them on top of old things or mix them in with old things. And, you know, I want to be able to move some merchandise. So like the rest of those scrunchies that I showed you guys, not the ones with the socks, but the other ones that I just had like extra scrunchies or whatever, them things, I put them in a little bag and sold them for $1 a piece. I'm tired of looking at the scrunchies, okay? You know, it's a lot of things that, and it looked cute, you know, in the little bag, and the people was loving it, because it was so crazy, because I was scared they wasn't gonna sell, because most of the colors I had left were like brown and gold and orange, and, you know, it was more like fall color lights type stuff. But baby, they went right through it because it was a fall festival. It's like, oh, these are fall colors too. I need to get me some of these. So people was buying like 2 or 3 of them, 4 or 5 of them. Long as they was gone, that's all that matters to me. Okay, and I don't know if y'all saw my checkout stand. Like I had the 3 stacked boxes, and then I took the 4th box instead of having it stacked up. I took the 4th box and I set it to the side, and I zip tied it to the side of the thing. So I had like an extra spot, so like just in case people bought a wreath and a sign, I could set it there while they were still looking or shopping, and then once they got ready to check out, they could have all their stuff at one time. Well, when people bought a sign, they only bought a sign. They didn't buy like a wreath and everything combo, so they just leaned against the front of the checkout stand. So what I did was I took those scrunchies, something that I'm trying to get rid of, and I propped them on that little extra crate next to my checkout stand. And when they came and checked out, they saw the sale item, because that was clearly my sale item, was the scrunchies. They saw the sale item and they actually, oh, let me add 2 or 3 of these on. Let me add this on. Let me add this on. So if you have a sale item and you have a spot next to where you're checking out at, put that sale item there. So therefore, when it's just like at the store, you know how they bring, y'all know how they do at the store when they got all the candy and the snacks at the front, because they know when you check out, your kids can be like, ooh, mama, can I get this? Ooh, mama, can I get that? That's the same concept. So if you have something that you want to sell, put that item next to your checkout or wherever you're standing at to check people out. Put that item next to you. That way, if it's something, especially if it's something to cater to the kids, because guess where the kid table was? The Squishmallows right next to me. Come on around there, check out with your kids, and then your kids be like, "Oh, mama, can I get a grab bag?" That's how I sold the grab bags, because they were literally right there on the table next to me. So yeah, that's another note I meant to say. You mentioned the Super Bowls. How much will you sell them for at your next event? I think I put, you know what? I haven't even put a price on them Super Bowls because I never put them out. And that's one of the boxes I never got a chance to put prices on. So honestly, I don't even know what I'm gonna sell them for. I think I'm gonna sell them for like $15, $20. It's probably what I'm gonna be. Like 15, 20. Probably 20. Next event, yeah, probably 20. But yeah, that's probably what I'll sell them for. I've watched you on the TV on YouTube, so I don't always get to comment. Oh, it's okay. What would you say to new basket makers? Breathe. Use your money wisely. Don't just buy everything because everybody else is getting it on sale. Figure out what alley you want to go with, who your customers you want to service. Because a lot of us, I mean, me personally, I service a lot of realtors and stuff like that. So that opens my window up to a lot of home stuff. So that's why when y'all see me in Dollar General, I buy a lot of home stuff. And then like when y'all see Dollar General having like the other sales on certain things, like the garden stuff and stuff like that, you ain't gonna see me buying that. Nope. If I buy it for my personal use. You're not gonna see me buying none of that. None of that. Now, as far as the pots go, those I would probably invest in because I now I don't plant them, but I go get the peace lilies and repot them and make them nice and pretty for funerals for my church. So whenever they order peace lilies for funerals for whoever passes away, family members or whoever, church members, whoever it is, when they order the peace lilies, I go pick the peace lily up, I repot it and get it ready, wrap the yellow ribbon around it and all that good stuff, and deliver it to the funeral homes or wherever the services are being held. So that's another thing that I do as well on top of baskets and stuff like that. And then also, like, if I'm adding, like, real live plants into some people's baskets, which I do that too, I need the flower pots for that. But as far as, like, all that other stuff, and then, like, it's just a lot of stuff I don't purchase. A lot of y'all send me a lot of messages about things to purchase and things to get. I don't purchase all that stuff, y'all. I don't go get everything. Cause I just know I'm not gonna use it. And I'm not gonna get it just to have it just sitting here guessing if I'm gonna ever use it or whatever. Now there is some stuff that I don't go get that I beat myself up about, but yeah, no. So as far as a new basket maker goes, just feel your vibe, know your customers. Don't rush into just making money, 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 money. Please focus on building your clientele. Focus on keeping yourself on the straight and narrow. Focus on making sure your money is separated from each other, your personal separated from your business, because it can get overwhelming. But as you're building your business up, and I know most of us use our jobs to do it because my business is not based off of anybody's grant. I mean, not grants, but anybody's loans or anything like that. My business is based off of what I've made, what I've sold, and stuff like that. I've never taken out a business loan or anything like that. That's just not that's not how I flow. If I didn't have to, I wasn't doing it. But what I did was I did take quite a bit of my own income from my jobs and I invested into it to build my stockpile up and build my inventory up to where I was able to start making a profitable income. And then I got to the point where, okay, I was like, okay, I got enough income to keep this rolling. I got enough stockpile to keep this rolling. Let's make it happen. So that's what I did. And then as I continue to sell and continue to work my business and get more customers, I was able to land the nonprofit organization that I work with. I was able to land several accounts with realtors. I was able to land the account with my church. I was able to land the account with one of the middle schools here, local middle schools, and whoever else may come along the way. So have some patience because I've been doing this for 8 years, going into 9 on this February coming up, and I just left my job 2 years ago. This is the second year. So some people can just jump right out there. I had to make my way through it because I was not getting the clientele enough to just jump out there and just do it full time and not, and it just be like, that's what I do. No, I do. Had to use that income from the job. Now, what I would do personally, what I did, now it's not as easy back in the day when I started than it is now because, baby, everything's expensive. But what I did was I would work overtime and like a certain portion of that overtime would be what I invested in my business. So therefore what I actually made would still help pay the bills and I wouldn't feel like I was pulling away from my bills. So that's what I did. That was my mindset. I was like, okay, I'm gonna put in 15 hours of overtime. That way I can take this amount of, and put it towards my business and, have some income, to purchase and do the things I need to do for the company. So, that's pretty much how I started. I mean, that's how it worked. So hopefully it helped. Hallmark is a vibe facing the Hallmark season. Baby, it's been Hallmark season. Baby, I've been watching Hallmark since... I watch Hallmark every day. When I try to decide if I want to participate in their events, I go there sometimes to shop. Yep, that's a good idea too. Go to some of the events during the whatever events you haven't signed up for. Go to some of the events that are going on now. So say for instance you don't want to do any at all and you don't do any at all for the rest of the year. Go and shop or just look around at some of the events that are going on and see, okay, well, what's the name of this event? Blah, blah, blah. And if you see anybody that looks like they work for it, because most people, they have like a little name on their shirt or something, and you'll ask them, how can I become a vendor for this event? Blah, 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 for next year or whatever. And then they can give you the information. So you be like, okay, well, that event was rocking when I went. So let me go ahead and make sure I get this on my planner or my calendar or whatever, my reminder to sign up for this next year so I can be a part of it. And then, go from there. So that's another good idea. I forgot to mention that you could do is go and visit the events and see how they operate, see how they work, see how they flow. And then you can sign up from there. So yeah, I think I kept y'all on here long enough, honey. I ain't finna keep y'all. It's 9 o'clock. I know some of y'all gotta go to work in the morning. I just love y'all. It just means if the option to go live is not there on your channel, you have to meet more of the requirements. Yeah, so YouTube will not let you go live until you have reached the requirements that they requested you to reach. That's the same way it's like the monetization of you getting paid from YouTube. You have to reach I think 1,000 subscribers and a certain amount of watch hours. Once you reach them watch hours, you'll be able to do a lot of things. Besides getting paid, you'll be able to do a lot of things with YouTube. So yeah, it's a lot, but it comes really really fast because I didn't expect it to happen for me no time soon. I didn't think y'all was gonna like me that much. But Felicia kept pushing me. It was like, get your butt on YouTube, and I was like, girl, I don't know about that camera being on me, girl. But anyway, I made it do what it do and made it happen. But yeah, YouTube is it has a lot. It has a few requirements, but you can reach them requirements in no time, especially if you stay committed to it. But yeah, then they'll let you go live and stuff like that. But anyway, enjoyed my time with you guys. I hopefully pray that y'all got something out of this. And I hope I didn't talk y'all to death. But I do love each and every one of y'all, and I thank you all so much for your support. Y'all just don't understand how much it means, because I personally didn't think that I would be able to reach a whole lot of people. And a whole lot of people would even want to hear what I had to say, or, take notes of what I do. I was just in my own little bubble, living my own little world. But I'm glad I welcomed you all to my world. And this is how LBE flows. I'm probably going to be going live more often. I'll probably do some baskets live. I think I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Instead of just doing videos, I might go live and just do some baskets while I'm live with you guys. So don't be talking me all to death, because I got to get these baskets done. So anyway, y'all might see me go live tomorrow, because I got to put together a closing gift. I got to order for it yesterday. And it's got to be ready for by Tuesday. So LBE got to whip it together, okay? But anyway, much love to y'all. Thank y'all so much. I hope you guys, I pray for everybody to prosper and succeed in this basket world. Let's get ready for the holidays. This is the fourth quarter. Let's ride this wave on out to the end. And then we got first quarter coming up, and what's part of first quarter? Valentine's Day. So if you're not prepared for Christmas and not prepared for the holidays, feel free to get prepared for Valentine's Day, and get ready to rock and roll, because that is going to set your year off. Okay, so if you don't want to focus on Christmas, that is perfectly fine, but please start focusing on Valentine's Day and getting your baskets made. Like I said, I don't have all the space in the world. I got a corner over here, and that's where I'm gonna put them at. Okay. Anyway, much love to y'all. Thank y'all so much, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.